We've all been there trying to find our way through the dating game. It's quite an exciting journey, but let's be honest, it's a bit wild. So picture this. You meet a pretty damsel and you're getting to know her. Initially, everything seemed to be going so well, and she was the best, she was fantastic, but then boom, red flags start popping up. Trust your instincts, bud. In this episode, we're going to uncover red flags that you just can't avoid regarding the world of women. Sit tight, because we're going to dive into the signs that you should never overlook. Her lifestyle is entirely different from yours. Hey bud, let's talk about a really, really big red flag. When her lifestyle is moving opposite to yours, you're a guy who knows what he wants with a daily routine you have maintained for several years, but she's living on a completely different frequency. Well, I advise you to pay attention. See it this way. You're an early bird. You hit the gym before sunrise. She's a night person, attending parties at night. Or you're an adventurer who loves visiting places you find interesting, while she's more of a Netflix and chill person. Don't get me wrong, differences in relationships can make the journey more fun, and you shouldn't just run at the first sign of difference. In fact, differences can make you stronger and able to catch each other's blind spots. However, when it seems that damsel is in a world of her own completely separate from yours, that is a sign that should not go unnoticed. Your values aren't similar. Values, the bedrock of compatibility. Well, not all relationships can boast of having it. So, bud, when your values seem utterly different from hers, you should have a rethink about being in that relationship. You have certain principles you hold dear that define you as a guy. Pay attention if you sense your guides pointing in a completely different direction. You might hold honesty and integrity in high esteem while she tells lies at the slightest chance that she gets. Or perhaps you're highly focused on career ambitions while she's all about living life as it comes. Buddy, you have a lot to worry about. Indeed, we agree that relationships are not about making a carbon copy of yourself. Still, when the fundamental values don't align, that relationship can be likened to building a house on a shaky ground. It won't last. She's always the victim of breakups. You ever met a girl who sees herself as the victim in every breakup? I have. I met Haley in the summer and we immediately hit the ground running. Well, I realized that each time we talked about our past relationship experience, she placed all the blame on her ex. Even situations that she pretty obviously handled poorly. We had our first fight in no distant time, which led to a breakup. And eventually we both, we equally contributed to that fight and the breakup and whatnot, but basically instead of Haley owning up to her mistakes, she moved on, telling everyone who cared to listen how bad of a boyfriend I was. I saw the signs while we were dating, but, I ignored them. To avoid making the same mistakes as me, pay attention when she starts casting herself as the victim in her previous breakups. Yeah, breakups are tough, and being sympathetic to her plight is natural. But when it turns into a pattern where she's never wrong, that raises an eyebrow. She lies to you. There's no mincing this. If you catch a whiff of deception, that is a red flag staring you in the face. It's expected to tell a few white lies here and there, but when it becomes difficult for her to maintain honesty, you shouldn't shy away from addressing the issue. The very moment that you started playing detective rather than enjoying the emotions and closure of being in a relationship, that's a sign for you to take a step back. Is it the constant late-night calls and texts, or the inconsistencies in her stories? Do not look away, as trust is the true glue of every relationship. Once it begins to crack, that relationship is doomed. Remember, transparency and trust are the bedrock of relationships. If she's a liar, learn to walk away, because in the end, a foundation built on honesty is better than one constructed on a shaky ground of deceit. She is terrible at keeping secrets. She tells you secrets of others, and you smile and you feel like you're dating the best girl in the world. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to burst your bubble, but you're dating a walking red flag. The moment a girl starts sharing her friends' secrets with you, it means that she's sharing your secrets with her friends. Imagine getting to know your secret isn't much of a secret anymore. A relationship is meant to be a safe space, and once the privacy walls crumble, it is a sign for you to reconsider. Don't get me wrong, she doesn't have to be highly private. However, she should be able to strike a balance between openness and discretion. After all, trust is a two-way street. Maintaining control can help to maintain integrity. She plays games. Do you overlook her mind game attitude? She's all in this moment, the next moment she's a ghost, right? Or it's the cryptic signals that she sends, leaving you to decode like an agent. Well, do not feel like this is normal with all girls, as there is no bigger red flag than this, my guys. Relationships are built on communication, and it is not the other way around. If constant confusion is all that you experience with your partner, then it's worth putting a stop to that relationship. It seriously is. Put a stop to it, as healthy connections breed clarity and not confusion. An emotionally mature woman has no time for mind games. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. Look forward to being with such women, as you deserve to experience genuine love. She wants to change you. Hey bud, we all know relationships are about compromise, but that's not really enough grounds for someone to want to change how you view things. The people that you relate with and how you relate with them, or the things that you like and the things that you don't. The moment that damsel begins to make moves to turn you into someone that you are not, take a step back. That's your best option. Remember, the healthy relationship will always seek ways to bring out the best in you and not mold you into some carbon copy of someone else's image. If she's pushing you to make changes that you aren't comfortable with, you may as well have that conversation with her, because true love should accept you for who you are, rather than, push you to play a role that you don't fit into. She has a history of cheating. Old habits die hard, simple as that. Never underestimate this quote. I hit the movies a few days back with a girl to see a movie, and it was themed on love. There was a love between a career-driven guy and an unrepentant cheat as a girlfriend. While the guy thought that he could change her and stop her from cheating, he soon discovered the error of his ways when she cheated on him with his best friend. Buddy, a partner who cheats is a walking red flag. You gotta stay away from that person, no matter how hard it seems. While people can change, a cheating partner who lacks genuine commitment to turn away from cheating will try to cheat without getting caught. She gives you the silent treatment. You ever heard of that? The silent storm? It's when she's quiet rather than communicating her displeasure when you both have a misunderstanding. That's a glaring red flag, as a woman who loves you wouldn't take that route if she's upset. Most guys see receiving the silent treatment from their partner as normal. Well, it can be expected if this treatment is not recurring. That is, if she doesn't resort to silent treatment all the time. However, if her only strategy for resolving issues is giving silent treatment, you might as well consider your stance in that relationship. Communication is vital in every relationship, and love is about having that connection that clears misunderstandings. Once she prefers going mute over communicating, she's displaying a red flag and you need to walk away. She's violent. Most people believe that men are the ones that are only capable of physical abuse. Well, if you fall under such a category of individuals, then you've got to reorient yourself, as women can definitely be abusers. Whether it's a simple push, a slap, or any form of physical harm, it's enough reason to step back, as prioritizing your safety is crucial. So, buddy, even though she's as lovely as an angel, the moment she begins to become violent with you is the day that you need to walk away. When finding a perfect partner, avoiding these red flags becomes a must. Please don't pass on them, because you deserve peace and love.